we're doing the audio portion of your video tour. So no video yet, but we're going to get all the sound that's going to be in it and slam it in here because it's easy to adjust the picture length. When you get into iMovie, it's harder to adjust the audio. You got to cut. It's awkward. So you are going to sell your design. So if you remember back, you were pitching an idea for creating several tiny homes. So you created the model. Hopefully that's all done. And so there are 3 example videos of what this could look like. So you click on these and it's going to give you just a real quick
cool
overview. Yep.
Giving you a tour of the Lux, which is this beautiful 32-foot long tiny house on wheels. Legit the biggest tiny house on wheels I have ever seen. Assuming it's 8 feet wide, like every other tiny home on wheels or container home, that would be 256 square feet of living space plus a loft. Their butterfly roof is a neat touch to the design as well as the gorgeous exterior
So
design.
you can go through and watch this. He's going to talk through
the kitchen has several cabinets along with
all of the different things as far as the building goes, as far as the furnishings go, all that stuff. Watch it on 2x speed. You get an idea of the camera angles for when you do the video, but also for how they sell the product. I'm not going to have you watch all of it because you're supposed to do that on your own. Same with the other one. This one is different. This is the one that I made that is just an example of what you can do with iMovie, and SketchUp. So the kids go through, they give a narration of the tour.
Childcare. Can we show you around? See the cafeteria and large presentations.
Again, I'm not going to play the whole thing. You can do that on your own. There's background music, all that stuff, credits at the end. So you can kind of get an idea. So after you get an idea for what the sound should sound like, feel free to go into YouTube, find a song that you think fits. I like this one. It's happy, it's upbeat, it's lovely. So I'm going to go to copy video URL. In the Google Classroom, gosh, I have so many tabs open. This is unbelievable. I have a link for a YouTube downloader that works for me. So I pasted it in back here. Pasted it in. It's going to have a billion pop-ups that are a pain. But then we're going to go to download, and it's going to have more pop-ups that are a pain. And eventually, I'm going to click on one of these, and it's actually going to download along with having a few really annoying pop-ups. So down here you saw that popped up in the corner. I don't want this. Don't click on anything else. Only the light blue downloads. I'd do a video instead of an audio because those actually work. It's just a workaround. It's not perfect. So then I'm going to go into GarageBand. You can hit either Command Space to open GarageBand and start typing, or you can click it down here. I'm going to close out of this. I don't need my old thing. And I'm going to go to, New Empty Project. And I want the microphone. And always turn the metronome off and then the repeating sound off. And then I'm going to go into my downloads. And I have that right here. I'm going to pull that in later, but I'm going to record my sound first, my audio first, because otherwise it's going to have a loop where it's going to record the background music and you're going to play the background music and it's going to have an ugly echo effect. So we don't want to do that. So all I have to do is I have to click the record button. So you may want to type out what you want to say ahead of time. That way you're not saying or something like that. You want to sound intelligent. You're selling this. So you may want to type it out. If you want to roll with it, it might take a little bit more editing later because your fluency and how you sound is going to be part of the grade. So I'm going to hit record, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to one of my examples, and I'm going to open it and mute him. And so I'm just going to narrate this so I have something to say. So I'm going to hit the record button. You can do the same thing where you're like looking through your house in SketchUp so you're not just going by memory. Welcome to my beautiful 50-foot long tiny house. You go through the beautiful door, and this is going to be really bad. You can see that though it's a tiny house, it's very spacious with high ceilings, beautiful finished cabinets, gold finishings for your appliances, and large drawers for all of your pots and pans. Bookshelves built in underneath of the stairs. The stairs double as a place for your bedroom and also a divider for the living room. Leaves the open concept between the two rooms that serve as both living room and bedroom. A retractable projector screen comes down from the ceiling to save space, but also allow for a movie theater experience inside of your room. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, so after I have recorded what I want to record, I'm going to hit stop. And then I'm going to go back into my downloads, drag this in. It will bring in video files. You don't need the video, obviously. So this top movie portion we don't need, we just need the audio. So I'm going to play it. It's going to be way too loud. Welcome to my beautiful 50-foot, because you mostly need to hear the audio. So this is my volume for each track, and drag it significantly down up the top. Make sure I can hear my audio over top of it. Long, tiny house. You go through the beautiful door, and it's gonna be not terrible. So the next thing that I'm pressing buttons. There it is. Did that do it? Nope. Next thing we're gonna do is export after you've gone through and edited. Before I do that, though, I'm going to go back and I'm going to double check that I have everything from the Google Classroom that I need. So there are only 3 things to get graded on with this. You can't miss something. Clear speaking, narration clear and easy to understand. So that means the background noise can't be too loud. I understand everything you're saying. You're articulate. That's all wrapped in. That's half your grade. Take your time. Cut out the ums. Explained well. So I go through the entire house and you clearly tell me why yours is the best. And then copyright-free music is used. So when I did my YouTube search, I made sure to put copyright-free, but you also might want to read through this. Background music for videos, if you're a YouTuber or any other creator, blah, 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 blah. Make sure that if it says they want you to cite the source, that you copy and paste, you abide by their requests. If it says you need to pay something for it, we're not going to use that. Most of the time it just says copy and paste that this is like Moonlight music or whatever at the end of your video, and so we would just make sure to do that in your actual video and give them credit. So let's say I stumbled and I said 4,000 times right here. And large drawers, so I'm going to get rid of the and instead of I'm just going to move my playhead to right here. And then I'm going to hold down Command and T for trim, and then go to the end of the or and or whatever. And then space stop, Command T. If I need to, I can spread my fingers apart to zoom in or together to zoom out. I'm going to select that and delete it. And then I'm going to grab the other part and just slide it together. And my and should be gone. Appliances, large drawers for all of your I don't know that that helped at all, but showed you how to do it at least. When I'm done, I'm going to hit share song to music. And I'm going to just call this test example. And it'll take just a minute to share. So I do have my GarageBand file. That is not what you're to hand in. You're just hand in this M4A file. I'm not exactly sure where it's at. Welcome to my beautiful 50-foot long tiny house. You go through the beautiful. So I am going to go ahead and save this. I'm not going to save this. You should save this in case there's something later on you're going to come back and change. So we're going to don't save for now though. And I'll close out of GarageBand. And for the actual file that you're going to hand in, it's going to be down at the bottom. Test example. I'm going to drag it to my desktop so it's easy to find. And that is the file when you go into Google Classroom. That is the file that you want to find to drag in to hand in. I believe that's all. Feel free to ask questions if you have them.